Hey guys, it's Dave, aka Finance Guy, and we're gonna bring you another 72 box raid on EverQuest Emulator, a local install on my computer, and just kind of a quick breakdown of what my class makeup is. I usually show the group, so this time I'll show the class. We are on Island 7 of Plane of Sky. Everyone's level 50. We're using Plane of Fear, Plane of Hate, Nagafen and Vox gear for the most part. I think I killed Finnegal once or twice. I actually summoned him to another zone because going underwater without AoE endure breath trails like Deadman footing is actually really hard to cast on everyone, so I had to improvise. So talking about this island a little bit, the boss of this island is Sister of the Spire, and to get her to spawn, you have to say something to Siren the Lunatic on Island 6, B Island. And I'm just going to bring up the little guide here that the person who runs EQProgression.com wrote, EQProgression.com/ Plane of Sky keys, dashes between the words. What you want to do is when you beat the bees, you want to say this line of text to Siren the Lunatic. And what this says is, "Am I one with the wall?" spelled backwards. And then he'll say something to you, and Sister of the Spiral spawn. In fact, if you're a GM, you actually see pop-up text that shows that she spawned. Otherwise, you'll see her when you come up here. She's the only mob you actually have to fight on this island. As far as I know, everything is like not KOS, but you do need, if you're doing keys, you will have to kill stuff to get key pieces to get to Island 8, the final island. Some things to know about this island: the Sphinx is all death touch, so you're definitely gonna only want to pull one at a time, and probably with a throwaway character, like I don't know, like whoever you have too many of, like a druid maybe, or whatever class you don't need for the fight, just because they're gonna death touch once or twice while you fight them. These drakes, they don't have a lot of hit points, but they AOE. And if you pull like 5 of them at once, which I did by accident yesterday when I was doing this island, they'll kill you. They'll absolutely wreck your day. They also hit fairly hard, 510 damage on some of these. Do they all hit that hard? Yeah. Oh, this one actually it's hard. So they actually hit like trucks too. So you're gonna want to pull as few of them as possible, like one or two at best. So we're gonna do this island together, and I'm going to hopefully not wipe because last time I was here, I actually did wipe, and that was no fun. So we'll see how we do. So we're gonna get on Buddy, and Buddy's gonna pull with his Antonican javelins, which have 250 range. Great for this type of stuff. We're gonna pull the drakes first, and then move on to the griffins. And again, we don't have to clear the island. We just wanna. I'm just making a path to the sister, and also showing you some of the drops here. Oh boy, there's two. Okay, good. Two's okay. We can do two. I was worried that more were gonna come. So we're just gonna have everyone charge forward, and I'm actually gonna have everyone kind of move forward, move up, so we can get some casters in range. These drakes, what did I say, level 56, so casters can hit them. It might be a little hard to hit them, but they can certainly do it. It looks like we lost Jake one, so I'm gonna wait for the mob to die, and then I'll summon him back. Just that's kind of how I do my reses. I just usually wait for, the current mobs in camp to be dead, and then it's like I summon them back. It's kind of like a res. I will eventually implement resing once I get the Cleric Epic and Kunark, which is I will be making videos to show how to do the epic quests. I'll probably make them more simple, just for the sake of argument, how to do them. So thinking about that. Okay. Oh, Jake one's gonna sit there, all kind like. All right, we're gonna pull this guy. Gonna get this guy. See how many we get. It looks like just one so far. That's good. And we're just gonna kind of keep doing this. Be careful. You gotta be very careful not to aggro too many drakes at once. I've taken on 3 before. That was kind of messy, but once you get over 3, it's like, no, you're just gonna wipe 72 characters pretty fast. They AOE, and they wipe you pretty fast. It looks like I don't have Peel Tank turned on, so we're gonna turn Peel Tank on real quick. Peel Tank is what causes the tanks to aggro anything fighting a healer, I should say. So if a mob attacks a healer, the tanks will all jump in and try to taunt off them. This is great when you're doing big groups of mobs. I realize I could probably be pulling with Dave because, well, I don't want Dave to die if I accidentally pull too many. I need to purposely just kill a character. So I don't like when Dave dies just because he's the main character. Let's see if I can pull this one and not get the whole. Oh man, that might not be good. Let's see what happens. Where'd my raid go? Oh, there they are. That's good. I feel like I misplaced everyone for a moment. Like, where did you all go? Okay, and this is fine. We all in casting range. That's good. It's pretty much just gonna. Oh, yeah. See, there was a nasty AOE. Chris and Hops just got hammered. So that was bad. That was rough, and I'm actually surprised no one died from that because not everyone is fully buffed. I don't have enough mana to fully buff every party member in the raid. Everyone has temp on them, Hand of Temperance. A lot of people don't have shaman buffs like focus or stamina or whatever, or talisman of Altoona. Looks like we've gotten... Okay, so replica of the Worm Queen. These are what you want to loot for the key to the final island. So replica of the Worm Queen. Belt of Virtue, so I have a better item than this on my paladin, so I'm not going to loot this. This is actually an okay item except for the resist penalties. The mana is decent for a caster. I just don't want to take a resist penalty. I already have I have a hard enough time resisting stuff as is, so I'm just not going to make it even worse. Personal preference, but I think on one of the websites I saw that they are actually considered best in slot for at least one class. At least in Classic. So we're gonna med for a moment, and I'm gonna check my mana. So it looks like we have, yeah, we'll just med for a moment, and I'm gonna come back to EQ progression. I like to talk about this site. I really need to join this guy's Discord and talk to him. It is a very helpful site. But like one thing you can do on this site is like, say you're playing in Classic and you're driving with your warrior. You can come to warrior. There's actually all these guides here, and I'm gonna go to best in slot Geary Classic. And he actually has a guide that, and I have this in one of my other videos, but he has a guide that shows all the best in slot and some options, which is great. It's really cool for gearing guys. He doesn't show the resist gear. He talks about the resist gear, I think, in the description, but he doesn't list it. I personally recommend if you're doing a raid to have resist gear and just leave it on. I wouldn't swap it out. It would be kind of annoying to swap out against all your characters. Unless you have like 6 characters and you don't mind swapping out like 6 characters worth of loot. Just because a lot of stuff does AoE, and I personally think having resists is better than having like a little more DPS or a little more hit points or a little more AC. Because more than likely you're gonna get killed, not because you know what, I don't want to do that. You're not going to get killed because one character has a problem. You're going to get killed because a lot of characters have a problem. And that's usually going to be the fact that you have bad resists. Oh, okay, finally, let's get that. Okay, now that I didn't want to fight that Drake up there or all the other Drakes for it, because that would have been really problematic. All right, let's see if we can get this Drake while he's separate from the others. Another thing I have noticed is I don't usually do much with my drive. What happened? Oh, there you go. I don't really do much with my driver. Like early on, like you notice I don't really tank with him. He's just kind of watching everything. Oh, I pulled a lot. That's bad. Okay. Oh my god. This might be a wipe. I'm fully anticipating wiping right now. I'm just gonna take a. Yep. Oh, I just lost 2 clerics. Wow. So, what I'm gonna do? Oh. Alright, Dave's dead. So what I'm gonna do is actually just do my best. Just kill as many of the Drakes as I can. Let's see who survived. I don't think I'm gonna kill any of them. Oh my god, yeah. This is why you have to be careful. Oh wow. 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 That's why you have to be careful. Yeah, you pull too many and you're dead. You're just absolutely dead. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just summon everyone to Dave. To stop the wipe from happening. So you're gonna hear some beeps, I apologize. And then we're gonna zone Dave back to... Well? Huh. Someone got logged out. Sometimes when you lose all your characters at once, characters will crash like that, like you just saw. And other times the entire client will lock up and you'll have to like reboot the client. So I just want to let you know that is a normal thing that happens on the emulator when you have massive death, characters do crash. So I'm gonna type pound corpse, delete player corpses, because the corpses have nothing on them. Oh, corpses. And I'm gonna put Dave in GM mode, and we're gonna target sister and go to her, take us back to the island. I'm just gonna, just run back here, and I don't think I killed any of them when that happened. I think all 4 drakes survived that fight. So I'm gonna come over here and get to a safe distance, turn GM mode off, and I'm just gonna summon everyone back to me. Yeah. Oh, that's where they appeared over there. Oh, it's still fine. It's fine. So we're just gonna wait for everyone to appear. We're gonna type /count to make sure everyone is indeed here, to make sure we didn't lose anyone. Because when you do a mass wipe like that, like I said, you can lose characters. So it looks like we have 1 character missing. I'll just wait a second. Sometimes there might be a character loaded slowly. Alright, so we actually do have someone missing. It seems, we have Kevin. Kevin is not with us anymore. So let's see. Kevin, oh, he just got logged out. That's fine. Log him back in. Okay, beep a bit. So we're gonna just summon Kevin. Now, after you die, you can res all the corpses if you're doing it that way. And the macros should naturally start over. They should start rebuffing and stuff. But you can notice like no one's rebuffing right now. And I don't know why that is. I think they're waiting to be res. I think that's what E3 with MacroQuest does. It waits for res. And I don't res. I summon. So what I'm going to do is type in BCAA Mac E3. And it's going to just beep a bunch of times. It's going to restart all the macros. And I know that beep is very loud. And I don't know how to make it any quieter. I apologize. But now everyone will start buffing up. And what I'm going to do is the buffing routine takes 3 to 5 minutes. So I'm just going to pause the recording, let them do their thing, and then I will unpause the recording and resume. And we're gonna kick this island's butt because that was BS. One moment. All right, we're back, and for you that was a few seconds. For me, it was a couple minutes. I'm not quite at full mana yet, and I don't think I'm fully buffed. But given the nature of this island and the fact that it may very well wipe again, or we're just gonna go with it. So I am gonna go back to pulling with Buddy. I think I pulled with Dave a few times, and Dave ran back to the raid and killed everyone when I had the small train of Drake. So we're gonna just do it this way, and it's a bit, yeah, okay, this is safer. Do it this way. Pull with the monk. That way, if I do pull 5 mobs, I can just sacrifice him or feign death would be the ideal thing to do. But at least if it fails, it won't kill the whole raid. I'll tell you, that AoE is nasty. That's 2 AoEs hitting the whole party, or at least some of the raid, for about 40% of their max health. And that is a little absurd. I mean, I want to know. I don't know how many of you played back in like 99 or at least on TLP. TLPs must have been easier, but how was this done back in the day when people didn't have good gear? That's what I really want to know. And I played back in 1999, but I didn't do Plane of Sky. I was never in a guild at that point in my career that did Plane of Sky. I did like Plane of Hate and Plane of Fear, but never Sky. I just didn't have the time. I think I was probably in college at the time, and Plane of Sky was like an entire weekend event back then, and I just didn't have the time to do it. But if you've done Plane of Sky kind of way back in the day, or even just on like a TLP where you weren't in like a top end rating guild, how did you do this island? I feel like this is definitely hard. The amount of massive DPS that these mobs do with their AoEs. I'm gonna pull a griffin just because. I'll pull this guy. There you go. Never mind. Pull a griffin soon. I don't think you actually have to kill anything on this island. I think you can just skip the sister of the Spire. But I want to show you, getting keys and whatnot. I think these guys won't aggro if you pull the sister. But I also don't want to risk pulling sister, and of course all the mobs aggroing, and with griffins at death touch and drakes that hit like trucks and AoE, well, we would have 72 beeps in about 5 seconds probably, or something horrible like that. I'm going to have Anne sacrifice herself to pull a griffin, and let's wait for these drakes to pass by. She's also very low on mana, so it's probably not a bad idea to sacrifice her since she's probably not doing anything right now. Okay, we're gonna. Oh, there's still a lot of drakes left. Back off. I don't do this. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna pull up a spell, and then I'm gonna quickly switch to Buddy. Oh my God, Buddy fell off. Oh, Buddy fell off the island. That's interesting. I wonder why that happened. I must have not. I must have tabbed while he was running, and that caused him to keep running. So I just summoned him back up. Good thing I caught that. He would have drowned. All right, we'll do it again. I don't know why that didn't work. Maybe I can't see the target. There we go. So Andy's got Death Touch. We're gonna switch to Dave. I got about 30 seconds to pull this mob before the Death Touches again. So we're gonna pull it, and I hopefully don't get Death Touched again. I will summon Am back real quick, and then we are going to engage. I'm gonna hopefully get aggro off Dave as fast as possible, just because I don't want him to get killed. And these mobs aren't too hard, as you can see. Like, he's going down fast, but I'm just trying to avoid as many deaths as possible, just because rebuffs are annoying. And also, yeah, I think he just Death Touched Ellie. There goes a tank. Oh no, it was Gary. Okay, that's fine. I don't mind losing a wizard. It's just Gary died. Let's summon Gary back, and then we're gonna. Yeah, these guys also drop keys. That's great. We're going to have Anne pull the other griffin. I think you only really need to pull the front two griffins, because I don't think anything else is going to aggro, and I do want to be cognizant of time here, assuming, like, you know, you do have your key. Oh, okay. Thought I almost pulled with Dave. Well, the Death Touch hadn't been popped, but I see that he did Death Touch. I will show Sister of the Spire also Death Touches, but she's really easy. She's high level, so you can't hit her with spells, but she doesn't have a lot of health compared to some of the other high level mobs. Like Bazit on Island 6 is level 63, unhittable by spells at level 50, but 32,000 hit points. I think Sister has 17,000 hit points. You're going to kill her almost twice as fast. So, okay. Okay, and then who do we lose? We lost Anne and Meg. And you can see I'm ignoring the loot. The reason I'm ignoring the loot for the most part is because what I do is every time I clear this zone, all 8 islands in a row, and then the optional boss, which is the Hand of Ishan, I give myself a piece of Plane of Sky armor, or Plane of Sky loot, on each character. That's like my way of rewarding myself for doing the zone. And each character, except for Beast Swords and Berserkers, who don't get anything, each character gets, I think, something like 4, 5, 6 pieces. It's something like that. It's quite a bit, and most of them are best in slot or classic. So I'll probably do Plane Sky a couple more times before moving to Kunark. I'm just kind of running out of things to do in classic, and I don't terribly enjoy all of classic. I like kind of doing Nagafen and Vox. It's a lot of fun, but I don't really. And I guess I guess I do enjoy classic. Okay, I'll take it back. So we're gonna fight Sister now. I'm gonna see if I can pull her and not pull a mess. Let's make sure these guys are in KOS. Okay, we're gonna see what happens. If I wipe the party, well, we'll do it a little differently. So Dave's gonna stand behind Buddy, and Buddy's gonna pull with the javelin, and he's gonna get Death Touched. And then Dave's gonna pull. Oh, where'd she go? All right. And Dave's gonna pull the bow and arrow, and we're gonna run right past all the drakes and hope to God they don't aggro. They shouldn't. They shouldn't. Yeah, they're not. Okay, so here's a good thing for you to know. They don't assist. So all you have to do on this island is kill Sister if you have keys or if you're not doing keys. But if you want to simulate doing keys and you're not doing keys, I would kill everything else on the island. But you can see she's not very hard. She's level 63, so I don't think my spellcasters are hitting her. They shouldn't be. She does Death Touch, as you see. She's murdered Allie. She has a claw in her hand. I wonder what weapon that is. We'll find out. Now, I don't think there's many female Djinns or whatever model she is in EverQuest. At least in the earlier expansions, I don't think I've seen a female one. So that's cool. Good to see a different model for once. So, what was she wearing? Ah, that's an interesting weapon. I think that's a quest item, though. I don't think that's an actual weapon. See something. So okay, so I have this weapon, one of the quest weapons. All right, well, that was Island 7 in Planet Sky. So you would then go to Siren, who spawns up. Where does he spawn? I think he spawns up here, and you'd give him the replica. Yeah, you give him the replica, and you'd get the piece for the last island, and then you could go kill the Eye of Ishan, and if you want, the optional boss, Hand of Ishan, which I'll cover in the same video. I'll do the whole island and the optional stuff as well. So if you like what you see, as you know, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what else you want to see. Gonna move to Kunark soon. I'm gonna start doing some epic quests and tracking on Veneral Sather and eventually Vishan's Peak. If you'd like to see something, if you're interested in some kind of combo fight or guide or just something you want to learn how to do, let me know and I will do it for you. Until then, see you soon.